Yes.
All right, here we go. We're here. Top Shot Takes. We're back for the 37th day in a row.
We're feeling good. Look, you caught me at LA Magic Hour. I got perfect lighting for the next 5 minutes. So
yeah, this is good. We'll be streaming Pacific time 5:32 to 5:47 every. Well, actually, that'll have to shift as the sun starts adjusting. We're back again today because a couple things happened in the last 8 hours since the last time we streamed. There was an ESPN article. Brian Windhorst was talking. We had the Cool Cats markets going bananas, and we might have some challenge updates. Also, one other thing. We announced this on Twitter. It's probably not going to happen today because there's been a change in one subscriber. But if we get up to 100 subs, we're giving away a cool cat. We're giving away a freaking cool cat.
And speaking of cool cats, we have one joining the stream right now. Here he is, Mr. Dustin Sandoval, back for the 37th day in a row.
Let's go.
We're all in. We're going all in, guys. I appreciate it.
First and foremost, Dustin, are you an ESPN Plus subscriber?
Yes, I am.
Because that's the only way you could have read.
Yeah. So my son purchased an ESPN Plus account by accident for a full year subscription, and that's what happened. I got access to it, so I was able to read some of the article. I saved it as a PDF too, so if we need it, we've got it.
Oh wow! Look, this is
great.
We have to add you as a producer. I think a host. We gotta update your LinkedIn for this because this is big news.
Pulling your weight around here.
Yeah, but yeah, I pretty. After 50,000 people waited in line yesterday for a cool cat. Pretty nice for it to then. All of a sudden it's on ESPN. We're like, hey, maybe we're spending good money right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not wasting the amount of money that we're putting into buying digital videos.
Yeah.
Which I think we all know we're not wasting a dime.
Yeah. Before we throw the link, the article up there, I just want to say as people are starting to trickle in to watch, we are trying to give away a cool cat tonight, but here's the stipulation. We have to get 100 new subscribers. All right. Is that shooting too big? Yes. But it's already in the digital world. We've already tweeted it out, so we're sticking to 100. And we need 99 now. We only need 99 new subs because we've gotten one since then. And we are giving away a PJ Washington. We're going to randomly do it to all of the new subs that we get. So,
one of the new subs that we get.
One of the new subs. Yeah.
It's a lot of cool cats.
That's a great point of clarification. All right, let's get this windy article up here. Brian Windhorst of ESPN.
All right, let me see if I can make it like that. Does it look cool? Okay, looks good.
We like that look.
All right. It's not showing the cool cats there. So
perfect visual. This is how I read my articles.
All right, let me switch to the I'll just switch to the actual ESPN article. Here we go.
Yeah. But basically, right, it was an interview with Jeremy Levine, I believe his last name is, who I also think is responsible for the Draft app, Draft, which RIP and now Underdog.
Is Draft done? Draft's over?
I think Draft was swallowed up by FanDuel, and then FanDuel was like, pass. And then he basically resurrected Draft under Underdog, which is the same exact premise. And it's really good. I use Underdog a lot for best ball stuff for football and basketball. Anyway, so I interviewed him, who is, I believe, was the first $100,000 purchase, or was at least a $100,000 purchase.
That's right. Yeah. Of the Zion.
Right. Of the Zion. So it's just cool we're seeing Top Shot hitting the zeitgeist. It's happening.
Yeah. I am pulling up the article now.
Awesome.
It is just taking a little while. Here we go.
And one other cool thing too, I don't know how much of that is tied in with the article, but if you were looking at the marketplace today, it was popping. There was a bunch of new users. The prices, holy shit, prices.
Can we talk about my quantity over quality approach? I just want to bask in the glory of the fact that I have five Will Bartons, who's going for a cool $60 right now, I think.
Yeah, take your victory lap. You've sold one of them, correct?
I've sold one for about 36, which I clearly regret now. But who would have thought that Willie B would get up to 60 tonight? So we're holding.
Shout out WandaVision. Shout out WandaVision there. Nice.
Hey, Disney bundle, you can get ESPN Plus included.
guys,
sorry. I'm backing it up.
We're not getting paid yet, or I'm not getting paid yet. So,
all right. Well, let's jump into it. Look, this is the future. I love that headline, right? Yeah. Top Shot, dizzying world of digital collectibles. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. But here we are. There's Wendy. Great little photo of him.
But I love that it's a Wendy article. I love that it's a Wendy article only because he's like one of the few I know outside of Zach Lowe that writes about it. Like he's one of the senior writers for ESPN. So it's not like one of us submitted an article freelance to ESPN being like, you got to cover this. Like this is coming from Windors, the former Heat Index guy.
Yeah.
This is pretty legit.
Yeah, it talks about the launch, more than 50,000 users, how much 65 million in the process have been spent. Mm-hmm. It's licensing deal backed by the blockchain technology, first ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have an update too. Another subscriber has come in. So shout out Satish Patel. We are it's slow and steady wins the race. Once we get to 100, it does, whether it's today or tomorrow it'll be before the challenge is over. We're giving away one of these bad boys. So it's happening.
Why don't we read this part here? This looks like the breakdown. You want to take it, Mike? Go ahead.
Yeah, here we go. So in the basic sense, Top Shot is like a trading card. Its users buy, sell, and trade video clips of players called moments. They can be bought in packs and opened starting at $9 for those base set series, just like traditional trading cards where the contents are a surprise. Or they can be bought individually in a wide range, which we know, right? Like through the marketplace. The collectibles are then stored in virtual wallets. So this is great. And it goes on to say too, talking about some of the players that have gotten into it already with the Atlantic Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Talk about the Mavericks.
Brings up the Cuban article, I think, which is a good thing to bring up. Why don't you take that one as well?
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Professional reader. So many, so he said, so many, the idea that the crypto asset could be a store of value is crazy. To them, there is no there. There is no intrinsic value. To them, it's a digital representation of nothing that crazy people are paying good money for. That is not the case, Cuban said. So we love it, right? We love it. Cuban came out and he was like, y'all are dum-dums. Y'all are dum-dums.
He's saying there's a future here, and people aren't grasping it, I think, which is where hopefully we are. We're early,
Right. And that's why every time something like this comes out or it's in the news, I don't want to equate this with Logan Paul on a podcast talking about Top Shot, which also happened today. I don't think, those happen. I don't think those are worth the same. But
it's different streams. We got the paywall ESPN Plus, and we got the Logan Paul podcast. We're hitting two different audiences right now.
Like, what is the opposite of a paywall? It's pay fire. But yeah, anytime this stuff is getting put out there, it's great for my self-esteem. It's like, hey, we were right, guys. We were right. Also, this is good. We have our first favorite, Dustin the GOAT.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
We love to see it.
That's right. I would like to say this article is great and all, but I will say my favorite part of the article, and this is something Dustin and I were throwing back and forth today, are the Twitter replies. There have been some phenomenal takes. So Bojack says this is the biggest scam of all time, and it's upsetting how it's being pushed by sports bettors.
Nice.
And Kevin replied and said, right on, just like sports cards and the entire art and live music industry. Why should you pay money to hear a band play when you can go on YouTube and hear it for free?
My first issue with Kevin's reply is right on. Anytime you're starting to reply with that, I don't like it.
But you've got more, Greg. Let's go. Look, the article we were saying, it's got a lot of, if you can read it, get ESPN Plus if you can read it. It's worth the read. I think it gives you the whole thing, right? What it is, why people think it's a big deal, why it's going to be important, why it's going to be valuable, that there are definitely inherent risks with it. How the NBA is a part of it, the backers, it has all of the information. So if you need that information and want some more information on Top Shot, that thing is chock full of info, and I highly recommend the reading. But all things aside, I think the best part is the replies, as Greg was saying. So those replies.
It really justifies why we're all just buying gifts.
Yes.
From Finn McGovern. This is my personal favorite.
What?
Pat
really adding to the conversation.
Pat needs a bit more of an explainer.
And I mean, I get the initial confusion, right? Because the first time it was sprayed on me, I was like, I don't understand. I'm a little like when you think about it, like, oh, I could get this on YouTube, right? Like I can see this clip. I don't need to own it.
That's the common answer every time.
But the second someone was like, yeah, but a sports card is on cardboard. Like you could print it out and put it on cardboard, and it's a set, right. That's like the equivalent. This is supposed to be, it's a legitimized thing. But yeah, I think every time a moment like this happens, it's good news. It's good news for Top Shot. It's good news for our investment.
Yeah, there's another article, Greg, I don't know if you saw it, but there's an article for The Athletic that came out a day prior, but it's on a paywall and I don't have access to that, so I cannot pull it up for us to read.
Okay.
I don't know what to do there, but they also wrote an article. Love The Athletic. Shout out them. I just don't have an account.
I do love The Athletic.
But they wrote about it as well. So that's back to back. I don't know if that nudged ESPN to get theirs out a little bit more. But I think that's also why there's been a bit of a surge in the market, right?
Yeah, and I know a very popular basketball podcast, No Dunks, who is also, they used to be the Basketball Jones, and then they were the starters on NBA TV. They are under The Athletic now, too. And Trey Kirby has been very active in the Top Shot streets and also tweeting about it a bunch. Okay. And they've been talking about it almost every episode. So I do think it really is. It's starting to infiltrate like the common world. So now I'm excited for Windhorse's next podcast because they do the Basketball Collective or Hoop Collective. I forget what it's called.
It's gonna break into Bill Simmons' podcast. It's gonna break, like, I don't know if the Ringers talked about it, but it's gonna start bleeding.
I was thinking about that today.
What?
How many episodes of the Ringer or Bill Simmons podcast are we away from getting a segment on Top Shot? I'm gonna say 2.
Well, they just started a card. I think they call it the cardboard. I forget what the name of the episode is, or the podcast is, but the Ringer just started one, but that was on physical cards. They haven't really talked about NFTs or like Top Shot or anything yet. But in classic Bill Simmons form, just being like, a little behind the curve. So I'm sure the Top Shot's coming.
Here's someone fighting the good fight for us.
Yeah.
I will sell you this video for $5,000. DM me for payment, and I will give this to you. I'm giving it if you're selling it.
What's your serial number, bro?
The reply is good. Yeah. What serial is it? Can I look up?
Oh, that was even in the reply.
Yeah.
I
saw this earlier. It's good.
That's great.
Fighting the good Kevin. Oh, it's Kevin again.
Oh, Kevin, dude. Kevin getting involved. Him and his 19 followers just trying to fight the good fight. Oh man.
Yeah. No, I feel the breakout coming. The ESPN just kind of blew it up. Started to get in the Twitter sphere. People are saying, "What is this?" I was telling Greg, I think half of them immediately are like, "This is dumb. I'm not into it." Right? That are replying to it. Then there's 1/4 who are saying, "Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll get to it at some point." Then there's another quarter of people that are going to just jump in and say, "This is cool. I'm into this," and start getting interested in buying. I have a friend who purchased his first 3 or 5. I think it was 5 moments. He saw the article. He knew I had been talking about it. He'd been wanting to sign up. And he finally jumped in and got, shout out Mario if you're watching this. He got his first handful of moments, and he's super stoked in it. He dumped in some money. He's like, "What's a good amount?" I was like, probably that's fine. But I bet you're gonna want to do more. And he already burned through it, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to put more in." Like I go, it's addicting. He's sifting through the marketplace and having a good time, and it's a thing. He's ready for packs. He's like, "Let me know." Yeah, so he's in. There's gonna be a slew of new users like that.
And today's a good day too to get started on the marketplace. It's been a ride all the way up. It's still going.
You can get a $56 Will Barton.
I will sell you my Will Barton for $55, baby. I got 4.
Price is right.
I'm getting rich.
The marketplace has been crazy today because I was set on waiting it out a little bit to complete this challenge because I was like, I'm gonna complete the Cool Cats challenge. Especially because the Luka continues to go up, which I really was surprised about. I thought that was going to be around like somewhere between 700 and 1,000, and right now I think the lowest it's going for is 2,300. So now that's happening,
going up.
Yeah, I'm completing the challenge now. I was like, okay, I'm investing what I need to do. And shout out to Greg for his assistant, for his loan, for his 20% investment. But I was looking at it. I was like, oh, they're all around 100 right now. There's no way it stays at 100. And then I waited like a couple hours, and then they were all at 125. And I was like, okay, we have to start getting involved. And what we did, we'll share a little bit of this right here. But AD, welcome home. Welcome home. We are 10 for 10 here. Welcome home, Anthony Davis. So we won't get to see you for 12 days, but that's what I wish it makes sense actually that they have to put them all out at once because they'd be hitting the marketplace like one at a time. But
you also see like how many are circulating? Is it going to be too many? Is it going to be a low number? It's kind of, where is this going to end up? Right.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't. And I mean, it's getting me excited for this LaMelo, which it's going to be. And I was trying to do some math today. It is going to be very expensive to complete all these challenges.
Yeah, it is.
Because we have 3 more to go, right?
So is it 5 total?
It's 5 total. But then, so the Karl Anthony Towns is going to there's 10,000 of those that are going to the original like crypto kitty gang. So you're going to have to get that off the marketplace.
Yep.
Then there's going to be another one that I think is just on base set or base series moments. So I don't know. It's like 30 moments total, or 30 Cool Cats moments total, I believe. So I also just want to show. Oh, we can't really see him. I'd have to click one through. But
here's a question I have. Obviously, the second round of Cool Cats, and I think they alluded to it. It was the college mascot, right?
Yeah, the Wildcats. Well, I think the first round was too.
So, do you think that they'll continue that trend of Wildcat colleges for the future moments? And if so, who else is a Wildcat or a cat college? And should they be scooped up now so people can Will Barton them?
It'd be Arizona, Kentucky. It's going to be a lot of Kentucky guys. Kentucky Wildcats, Arizona's Wildcats.
Could get a Steph Curry, a Davidson. Could get a I think they're the Wildcats, right? I feel like there's a bunch of Wildcats. The Arizona and
Arizona's big. There's a lot of those. It's DeAndre Ayton for recent guys.
Yeah.
Dustin, there's so many Kentucky guys.
Did you hang on to your Tyler Hero?
No, I did not. I got it. So let me tell you the story. I don't know if Greg told you, but this is what I did. So I knew I wasn't going to complete the challenge. So I'm hanging on to it. I know people are trying to get it. And I said, okay, I'm going to sell. I can get some good money for it. I got it in the pack. Let's flip it. And what I wanted to do was buy something that I really wanted. And I did that. And what I didn't realize was that it was 13 days to complete the challenge. I thought it was 13 hours. So I was like, oh, I got to sell. Like, people want to buy it now. But it doesn't matter because it worked out because the moment that I bought, it's already going up. Like, it's already increased by like $50 to $100. Like, it's in what you saw today, how things went from 100 to 125, the moment I bought. So anyways, long story short, I sold the Tyler Hero for about 170.
Nice.
Which, I'm happy with that. It's great. It's at about 200. It was 199, I think, about an hour ago. So whatever, a little bit increase. But the card that I bought, or the moment I bought, I should say, it was Vince Carter Final 3.
You did. You got it.
I went after it. I couldn't wait any longer. And the way I looked at it was like, look, I can chip away at the price to get it with this, so I can get the Tyler Hero, get some money, and then I sort of have that going towards it. And then I want that moment. It was like 3,300 of them. It's super iconic. It's so cool to have. And in the moment that I was about to buy it, 2 people purchased ones immediately, so I couldn't buy them, which was very strange because it's not like, it's a really random moment to be seeking out. It was like 3 minutes apart. 2 of them were gone, the 2 lowest asking. So I had to go climb a little bit higher and pay a tiny bit more, but I'm still happy with it. And now it's already the low. I think the low is like 800. It's like
maybe. Oh yeah, no, you're about like 12 or 13% value already.
What's the lowest one right now, Greg?
839.
Yeah.
That was Greg texted me about that today too, or about the Vince Carter. So I was like paying attention to it today. And when I first saw it, it was like 6 something, and then all of a sudden it was 8 something.
Big day for Vince. I mean, I told you both, I think separately, that I saw Vince for 250 the other night, and I hesitated that you take that 10 seconds and you're like, should I do it? And then it's gone. and the next one after that was 450. Which
someone's got a bot on it.
I should have picked up the 450, but
we all should have done it. I should have done it then too, but I still think that one's got a lot of potential. Now that more ESPN casual fans are coming in, I was telling Greg, that's going to be 1K in a week, maybe even sooner. I don't know. It feels like it's going to be that.
Totally. I noticed all of my because I got a bunch of those Eastern Conference Finals ones a while ago, and they all jumped up today too, which they had been like trending downwards for a little while. So
you know why, right?
Why?
Because they announced that they didn't all get released. So out of those serial, what is it, out of 1,000?
I was supposed. Let me pull it up right now. Actually, I think it was supposed to be out of 800 or something like that.
Yeah, because I think it was the First Minute. I know the First Minute's talked about it on the podcast, but he tweeted today that they're burning a certain amount of them because they were never released to the public, and that series is like gone at this point.
Well, I think they said from the Eastern Conference Finals, it was like 60% of them are being burned.
I'm looking for that tweet.
What sucks though is they're not adjusting the serial numbers, which makes sense because it's in the blockchain. But like I have a Bam out of bio that's I think 515, but really could be like 300 if they're burning 60% of them. But it's been fun seeing everything go up today. I like that.
It's crazy, right? It's like I feel like I've been incredibly bullish this whole time and buying up things, but I still, as the market goes up, I'm still like, I wish I got more back when it was like $2-3 for these.
Yeah. And Dustin, I don't know if you saw this because you had left last night, but did you see the cool cat that I pulled?
I don't think I did.
It was DeMarcus Cousins. It was DeMarcus
Was it Boogie?
Yeah,
I brought that energy. Brought that energy.
Yeah.
You can hold me responsible for
and
that.
I could feel it being passed on. I will say the rest of the pack had like Zion, Ja, and Draymond in it. So I was happy.
What are you complaining about?
I was very happy with it. But
he did manifest. He was like, if Dustin didn't get Boogie, I'm getting Boogie. And he got Boogie.
We talked about it.
You need that. You need that for the challenge, anyways, right?
Right. Definitely.
Yeah, there you go.
Just would have been a lot cheaper than
the hero. Yes. It's crazy how much more expensive the hero one is.
Yeah. What is it? What's the difference? What's Boogie at right now? What can you buy him for?
Let's look right now. Boogie was at I think it was like 110 when I was seeing it.
All right.
But let me pull it up right now to see. I'm actually surprised how much the first round of cool cats are still holding value. All right, so Boogie's at 135 right now.
Oh, it's went up, yeah.
Julius Randle 140, Tyler Hero 200, John Wall 140, and PJ Washington 140. But even
I did the math earlier today. It was like close. It was like 579. I want to say if you wanted to complete the challenge, it was like way earlier this morning. So it was like within reason to say, hey, if you want to grab this, you can still do it. But that's probably jumped already.
Like 7 something now.
Yeah.
I can't believe though. Like I'm looking at the Derek Jones Jr. from the first round is still like 150 ish. Devin Booker's still plus 230. Or is it John Collins 150? Like everything's still pretty high. And I'm pretty sure you can't get the Luka, right? Like that challenge is over. So
I don't think you can, because I would have been tempted to try and backtrack and do it if I could, but it's over. Right? I don't think you can. I think that's part of the thing and part of the appeal, right? Like you keep getting them. So you're in now. You're committed.
Yeah, I am committed now. I mean, I guess like if you buy the Luka that's on the marketplace and then collect the rest of the first round, then you could qualify for the LaMelo at the end. But now, now that I will have the AD and I have the Luka, I have to empty the bank account to keep going to get LaMelo.
You're committed.
I'm terrified of what that Karl Anthony Towns is going to be on the market, though. The one that I'm definitely going to have to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 10,000, so that's good. But gosh,
do we know what the LaMelo moment's going to be? Have they teased it at all?
They said it's a dunk.
Okay.
They said it's a dunk, so at least it's not a weird assist. It's not a Tobias Harris assist.
It's going to be more than the assist, right? It's going to be more than that. It has to be. Okay.
Let's just check what Tobias is at right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tobias, for those that don't remember, Mike and I pulled a hollow Tobias Harris assist. So not the greatest hollow, but we're looking at 1949 right now.
We love it. Went up.
Yeah.
And Mike, that's the last sub 2000 available. So once that's bought up.
Didn't that go up, Greg? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it went way up.
It was lower, right?
It was at like 11, maybe 1100, right? The day after the pack drop. So it's still rising.
It was funny. Within like 20 minutes of the pack drop, it was going for 2,800, and I was doing a dance. I was like, "Hell yeah, this is as low as it's going."
So here's the question: is this a hold? Is this a long-term hold? Is this a maybe in the playoffs he wins a game and there's excitement? I don't know. I'm not a huge believer in a Tobias Harris assist as a long-term investment, but I get the appeal of it being limited. But I'm also excited about playoff basketball.
Mike and I talked. We're holding it for Hardcourt, the gaming app, so that we can rack up Tobias Harris assists.
I refuse
and beat our friends.
Smart.
Beat our friends.
I will buy into most things very quickly. You haven't sold me on the Hardcourt yet.
Not yet until they offer exclusive moments from winning games in Hardcourt. Then get ready. Yeah, that's happening. That is my hot take. Let's talk about that so I can make a separate video about it. Hardcourt, I bet they give away free moments in there. It's so simple. It's so easy. I've said it before. Like Roham said, it's going to be similar to Tap Sports Baseball, which is like a super easy to play app on your phone, and you don't pitch, you just hit. Sorry to bring it back to baseball again, but that's what I do. But he said that's the biggest comp right now is this Tap Sports Baseball game, and in that game, you're playing and you're accumulating players as you get better and as you grow in the league or whatever. This is the reverse of that, where you are buying your players. You have your players that you're coming in with the moments. Okay. I'm assuming that's the team that you field or the team you can pick.
Yeah.
And then you can stack up against whoever else. What I think is interesting is like each of these players has a specific moment aligned, like the Tobias Harris assist. Does that mean that you're only scoring points when he assists?
So what if I collect all of Tobias's moments? Can he like pass it to himself and then dunk it? Like if I have a Tobias dunk and a Tobias assist, it's like Bugs Bunny.
Probably. I will say on Tap Sports Baseball, you can get like the legendary Mookie Betts. You can get the standard Mookie Betts. I had like 4 Mookie Betts on my squad for a while because I filled the whole
I think your point though is a good point, which is at some point someone's going to pay Top Shot, Dapper Labs a lot of money to say, can you put an exclusive moment in our app so that people have to go over there, do something. They're going to download the app, what have you, sign up, participate in something. That's at least similar. If it's not another NBA thing, it could be something else, and they can get an exclusive moment. Someone's going to throw them a lot of coin, and the NBA makes money off of that.
Yeah, that's oh wow, I hadn't thought about that.
Dustin the GOAT hijacking my hot take for a better hot take.
Thank you.
Totally right.
Shout out, Colts.
That's the only comment we have so far today, and we've shared it like 2 or 3 times.
Look, I'm gonna do the best thing I can. And I'm going to bow out gracefully on this high note and accept it. Thank you so much, Colts. Thank you so much, guys, for having me.
Thank you, Dustin, as
always. Appreciate the support. I'm out of here.
You appreciate your ESPN Plus.
Thanks for coming.
You got it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I hope that would suck if I have to start downloading weird apps to get moments.
You never know. I'm more speaking just to Hardcourt. And again, my imagination is going wild just based on one line that Roham said in that Q&A. So I have no idea what Hardcourt's actually going to be. Yeah. But he said it was similar to MLB Tap Sports or whatever. And that game is fun. That game is addicting. So if they can master that, it's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think I'm just going to throw this ticker up here because we are planning to give out a cool cat if we get up to 100 subs. Not to everybody. We'll randomly give out one of our new subscribers a cool cat. We got a PJ Washington, cereals in the 5,000s, I think. So if we get some subs going, we might be giving out a cool cat. But the good news is if we don't get to 100, but you did subscribe today, when we do get to 100 tomorrow, that's when we'll give it out.
Is it 100 starting from today's broadcast or 100?
No, you're right. We got to edit that. We got to edit that right now.
It's too late. We're live.
If we get 100, yeah, but I can.
Now you owe every single person watching.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. All right, hold on. We're gonna save this. Get this back up. If we get 100 new subs, and we started this campaign at 37. And I want to see. Let's
96 to go, baby.
Wait, what are we at right now?
We're at 41.
No, 100 new ones. Oh, wait. So we got 496 to go. Let's get those numbers up, baby. We're going to be back again tomorrow night, though, with a special guest. So we will have a full-ass day to tell your friends to get some subs. We got to get some subs, baby. We got to get some subs so we can give them out. Maybe we should. Well, I'll fix that later. But anyways, I want to finish the Tobias Harris conversation. I think you hold. I don't think the play is sexy. I honestly don't really like Tobias Harris that much, but I do think the Sixers are going to go on a run. And I do think just having a rare hollow moment is good. I think I just don't see the value going down.
I'm with you. That's why I'm feeling good about it. It's a hollow. It's out of 99, which is, it's not the lowest, right? But it's close to the lowest. What's the lowest? Like 50?
Yeah.
But
so, yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you for the ride to see what happens with it.
It is kind of wild, though, that right now, it's not a rare, the common Luka Cool Cat is going for more than Tobias Harris hollow.
Common Luka Cool Cat?
Yeah, because it's a common. That moment, the Cool Cats moment, are common.
Are we selling Tobias right now and picking up that Luka Cool Cat?
Yeah, are you trying to complete the challenge?
No, I'm good. Just for context, this is the assist in question.
It's Tyrese Maxey, baby. Give Maxey the ball. Let him cook.
Probably the worst hollow we could have gotten, but
yeah, it's a highlight
in my collecting career.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there with bad. But yeah, I don't know.
Here we go. We got a question from Fuman27 Jenkins. Is that, I don't know if that's Big Chili or not, but how high do you think Barton and Johnson go for the Cool Cats challenge?
I mean, it is pretty nuts, right? That what's Barton at right now? Did you say he's at 50 something?
He was at 60 before we started. I haven't checked. We'll do this in real time. Oh, I like what I see, baby.
What are you seeing?
$70.
$70. Wow. Can you check the, wow.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
69.
Nice.
It looks like it's actually back to 70. 70 is the lowest ask. There's quite a few of them open, but this is I'm in a bit of a conundrum. I've said this 100 times, but thank you, Fuman. I've said this 100 times, but I have 4. I had 5 Will Bartons just because I was scooping up cheap things back in the day. I don't know when to sell. I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, or people in the comments, but I'm assuming when the challenge is over, Mr. Barton and Mr. Johnson are going to go back down to probably $8 or $9.
Well, I think it'll be a little bit higher than that, but especially because you don't need the base set series moments for the challenge moving forward. You just need it for this round. You don't need them.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. So the ones that you needed for the first round, you don't need, I didn't need for the second round. So you just need the Cool Cats. I don't think it's going to go much. I don't think it's going to go down to $8, but I don't think it'll be at 70. I don't know. Maybe can you check Stanley Johnson too? Because I'm curious about that too, man. Stanley Johnson was the only one I had to get, and it was like $20, which is stupid. I'm sure it's much higher than that now, but it's like, why am I?
It's approaching the price that I put up as like a moonshot. I put one up for sale for 47, and it's 40 right now. It's the closest we've come.
So I believe a little bit more in the Will Barton ones than I do in the Stanley Johnson ones, just because Will Barton's good and the Nuggets are good. The Raptors are okay, but Stanley Johnson's not good.
Wow.
Like the fact that we're paying $40 for Stanley Johnson.
So you think I should keep my Stanley at 47? See what happens?
Yeah.
I'm looking to unload some Stanleys. I got 4.
Yeah. Put one at 47, and then if that goes, then you can go higher. But yeah, I think that's too much.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like let's get an update on our sub situation, because I think this is going to be happening tomorrow night when we have a special guest, which will be good.
We don't want to stay on until we hit it. Only 96 more to go.
96 more to go. I feel like it's going to happen. I will show what we're working with here. Let's pull this up. This is what we will be giving away at some point, because I don't need 2 of them. So here we go. We've got 5479, little PJ dunk from LaMelo, right over Chris Boucher. You know, it's good. It's a good moment, especially if you're a cool cat collector. Price on. Oh, good question by Gabriel. Oh, you already. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna get fired as co-moderator.
Yeah, let's get a Larry Bird running back out there. It's gonna start at 15,000.
I think that's not a bad guess. I think when all is said and done, and we're 2 years into this, and they do more run it back challenges, the amount of those are gonna, I think, trump anything that we're seeing so far, with the exception of like a couple of LeBrons, maybe the Vince Carter.
I think so too.
Man, those, because that's I think where people can comprehend it and wrap their head around it. You're like, there's a limited amount of this moment, which everyone knows, is a historic part of the NBA and potentially change the game with a star player. Naturally, that's where, like, if we're setting the bar here, that's gonna knock us up a few pegs.
Yeah, I only want to do legendary players, though. I don't want to be like scooping up a Dana Barros or like a Dino Raja or something like that. Like, just give me Larry Bird.
I don't even know who those people are.
I know, it's the old, like, early 90s.
Can you give me a MLB comp for those?
No, I can't. Not for either of them.
Dontrell Willis?
Yeah. No, it's not Dontrell.
Not even.
Dontrell's too flashy. No. Dana Barros is like Dustin Pedroia, but like less good.
Like a Scott Rowland?
Yeah, he's like a Scott Rowland.
Okay.
This is good. All right,
we're losing subs. We're losing subs with the MLB stuff.
Greg, do we have anything else for tonight? I know we're gonna be back tomorrow with a guest, and then after 96 more subs. And don't worry, if you did subscribe today, I know there's 4 of you. You will still be considered in the drawing for the PJ Washington Cool Cat. But we're gonna get some more subs. We're gonna give that bad boy away.
Hope you're writing these names down.
I got them down. YouTube keeps track of it.
Sometimes,
right? I'm writing them down.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Cool.
All right, Greg.
That's all I got. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. We hope you're collecting the Cool Cats Challenge. Smash the like button. Follow us. Top Shot Takes. All those things.
And buy my Will Bartons.
All right. We're out.